Hello? Are things actually working now? I mean, I can see that it's already reset itself once, like 3 minutes ago. After, starting 3 minutes beforehand. So I'm kind of worried, but, we'll see. It says end stream the entire time instead of, whatchamacallit? Instead of reconnecting the entire time, so there's that. I can see that YouTube is still doing its thing. I do always have the YouTube stream open on my iPad, and on my laptop I actually had the Twitch stream open as well. That's also how I knew that it originally was dying, because I just didn't get anything on there. It's saying it's been live for 5 minutes. That is incorrect. It's been 7 minutes. But that is like one of those things. It's like, yeah, like that's how I know that it's crashed. For instance, it's information like that. I can see all of that. If it's going to keep on being annoying, obviously we're going to postpone it for tomorrow. But if things work the way we want them to work, then we'll do them today. I hope to at least be able to get one chapter in. Let me message Mika. It's even come to the point where the starting outbreak is done, so I think we're okay. Play and continue. Things seem to be stable. Right. Oh, well, they're gone. Didn't even know that they'd leave, but oh well.
I'm losing connection here. Earthquakes are getting far too frequent. The roots are spreading faster. Please hurry. I'll show you all the things you need to know.
Well, the other one we can't get to because we don't have the symbol, so...
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. You can hear me as long as our radio can reach your Bifrost system.
Sure.
Ahead of you is your first obstacle. A service hatch that can usually only be opened from the inside, unless you're an engineer. However, Jangreber can open the tunnels in an unconventional way. But first, you need power. You should find an atrium upgrade in a nearby room.
Okay.
That right there is a small atrium cell that can power the arm. Insert it in the arm, get back to the service hatch, and fire a burst at it to fry the lock circuits. And don't forget to refill your power with the power station on the wall before you move on.
Whatever you say, buddy. Okay, I need to let go early enough, that's why. I kept holding the button.
If you collect enough upgrades for Jangreber, you can activate the weapon inside it.
Yeah, but we're not going to have that early on though, do we?
Ahead and above you, there's another obstacle you can overcome with Jangreber. Use your sight to find the ladder's control panel. Aim at it and fire a directed burst to lower the ladder.
Ah, okay, it's a toggle. Can we not do toggles? No, apparently we're forced to do toggles with that. Okay.
Since Jangreber is relying on atrium power cells, your life might be depending on not running out. There is another, larger power cell that you can carry with you at all times. Collect the power cells. Anytime you want to use them, activate your Bifrost personal display system for instructions and to keep track of how many you've collected.
Okay. So that's here, right? That's another symbol.
Ahead of you, you will find a door that is locked with an RFID signature you don't have. But now, that won't be a problem for you. It's the same as the earlier electronics, but the mechanics of the door needs a little finesse. Use your sight to see the mechanics inside the door and time the burst to get through.
Oh, okay. Like that. So now if we go back to that other door. We can't do that because I first need to recharge, which we can do down here. I don't see the point of using a cell whenever I can just recharge if I just walk like 2 meters backwards. That's a collectible. And that's nothing, okay. Also, if we go backwards, there was something else that I saw earlier. Like another door. Before I got explained to, we can just open up doors with this. This is where we got the first one. So that's where we came from. That is like their room. Let's save and try the door that we went past. Let's save again and then actually go down there. I want to know what happens. And I don't want to do that little minigame again. But this basically leads to where we just were. Or at least that's what it looks like. But nothing will happen here. We cannot fall off. But that's where we got the first one. Glad I checked back. Because we now also saved, so we don't have to get through the waffling again. But at the very same time, I think it's kind of pointless to go back. went the wrong way. Because of course. I guess it explains that because you're close to it. That an extra? That's why I also did the backtracking. And this will be openable last for like the actual progression.
Okay, everything seems to be working again. Where were we? Right. Our world, Midgard, is sharing its existence with 8 other worlds that are all connected by something known in the legends as Yggdrasil, the World Tree.
When we started researching the travel between worlds, we used technology to tap into a magical artifact known in the legends as the Apsulov, controller of the roots of Yggdrasil. This made it possible for us to safely travel to other worlds. Then, something came through one of the roots. The spirit. It took control of the Apsulov and our systems, causing an emergency override. The facility was completely sealed, and the roots started spreading.
We need to reverse this by collecting the 9 artifact keys originally made to control the artifact and the roots it brings forth. But Henrik has traveled too much unprotected. He almost died when he saved you, and wouldn't survive going through another route. You are literally our only hope of stopping this. Without those keys, the roots and nightmares will take over our world. The fire giants will...
Sarah!
Wait, Henrik, I'm losing connection again.
Sarah? Shit. Listen. We know the location of one of the keys. Ahead of you is a route that will take you to Niflheim, the ice world. Every moment, the roots spread further into Midgard, so find the key and come back here as soon as possible. Please, hurry.
Oh, golly. Well, I'm trying to make work of it, but we'll see how things go. Okay, if you fuck up enough, it will just open. However, I once again don't have any, and I think I need to open up the next door with a pulse as well. Once again, I don't want to use the items. Not unless it's an absolute necessity. Like no charging station close to me. Or combats that I need to get through. To survive, for instance. Not allowed to get through those. Also, no charges left. That is a collectible though. That's the wrong symbol. Let you recharge and then on again. You're not my symbol. That's nothing. I guess nothing. Beautiful. Nothing here. So we'll just have to follow this. And there's another audio log thing here.
Message for Dr. Henrik Anderson. Dr. Brian Roberts, Niflheim Operations Supervisor. Minor progress report on Niflheim Outpost N502. Construction is moving along according to schedule. Procedures after the complete destruction of N498 are implemented and seems to be working. Building is strictly held to crevices. The amount of noise is held to a minimum, and outposts are working 24/7 to avoid the attention of the natives. However, the morale is very strained after the 48 casualties at N498. Worst of all are the sounds of the natives. It travels for miles through the infinite night and fog in this dead landscape. It just chills you to the core.
That's good to hear. I guess we'll hear about the, or we hear them ourselves soon enough. Okay, now I'm glad I'm in this mode. I at least have some vision. What is that? I better just speed up. Get the key fast. Oh boy. That did not look friendly. Or at least now somewhere inside again. We also need to find another route back, which to be completely honest, like the portal was already in the air.
I don't know how much more of this I can take. You have to send someone to find another route. My feet are starting to I can't feel them anymore.
Oh. Zoink. Well, we at least got another charge. Okay, so that recharges quite quickly. Let's save and then we go up there. Okay. And because I do not want to do that again. I know it's kind of worthless to keep on saving, like especially if it's so many times back to back, but at the very same time, I'd rather save a couple extra times and save myself from having to do that one thing again. Oh, there's another portal there. Oh, that's 4 already? So, that is both the item and the symbol. Oh, that leads back to where we just were. And then I bet that this just leads to the portal. But there was that other door that I saw up here. Which held one of the collectibles. Hold that. And then we'll save again, and then we're going to move. Well, that direction is a portal. It's another charge. Oh, we got an extra thing out of that. Oh. Okay, that is nothing. Alright there, big guy. Very fine. But we're true.
Buttercup, is that you? Oh, thank God. You made it back alive. As soon as we lost connection, I thought, I can see you on a camera feed. Ahead of you, in Apsulov research, there's an elevator that you can take to me on floor B1. I've marked the elevator so you can find it with your sight. There's probably a lot of things to explore in Apsulov research, but don't stay for too long. Don't insert the key into the tablet until I've analyzed it. Please hurry.
Oh, they're actually scanning that thing that we used to save. Save again right after the conversation, otherwise... I don't know what it might do, but... just for insanity. Oh, so, okay, if I didn't scan this in the other location, I would have gotten it here for this door. Something came from here, went the other way.
Mythology research, note 4, with Dr. Henrik Anderson and my lovely wife.
Dr. Sarah Anderson.
The power of the hammer of the god is on a whole other level than anything discovered before. The hammer is powering the entire facility and is more stable than anything else of this strength. Even the power cells charged with it has a huge amount of power.
We've decided to call the power Atrium, after the creator of the hammer. And not only does Atrium have the attributes described by Henrik, it also has a lot of magical potential. I don't know how to describe the phenomena scientifically, but Atrium has a terrifying effect on certain creatures from the myth that are affiliated with darkness. When it was wielded by Thor, it must have had an enormous destructive capacity. No wonder the gods are described as feared by everyone in the 9 realms.
And that's the room that I was just in. Yeah, as I hoped, this was extra. Extra enough to find like a little audio log, but not extra enough to find more charge. Oh well. Let's move to where the dog creature went. Which is that direction, but let's first save again. Well, I can only go here. That doesn't open. Let's get this to recharge. That's nothing. Huh.
Mythology research, note 5. There are many gods from the myths, which seem to have ties to the things we are retrieving from the other worlds. We have items from Odin, the Allfather, and his son Thor, the god of lightning. We have also found proof of the existence of the immortal Baldur and Freya, the goddess of fertility. And we have some leads on Hel, the goddess of death, Mimir, the keeper of the Well of Wisdom, and Loki, the god of mischief. But that one worries me a bit.
Fair, I suppose. Oh, I do actually like this. Also, with a slight stutter, I feel like it might have saved, not saved, done some loading there. Four, 6, 8, 9. It's only missing 3, and we have one of them.
Mythology research, note 3. The information me and Henrik has unearthed is just as astounding as mentioned in the previous notes made by Henrik. One thing I just had to note was a story depicting an enormous wall built to protect Asgard from the outside world. The story talks of the gods making a wager with a giant. The wager was that if the giant could finish the wall within a set amount of time, he could marry the goddess Freya. However, when the giant was almost finished, the gods cheated. And to add insult to injury, Thor crushed the giant's head with his hammer. This wall that is described in the Younger Edda doesn't seem to be a wall at all. It's a statue capable of shutting out the roots of Yggdrasil and opening them to the one in control of it. I fear that this statue is exactly what we have here in the facility. The Apsulov.
Fair enough. Collectible found. In what looks to be some kind of lobby area. Like this entire thing, I mean. Not just where I am right now. Don't have charge anymore. But that would lead to here again. Oh no, he's marked it, which would be this.
Apsulov research.
Oh! Jesus Christ on a bike.
Basement 1. Waste disposal.
And this location was marked for me, however we can save here. Yeah, we don't have the code for that, so... Let's recharge and then save again, just in case.
Dr. Lisa Svensson, supervisor, day 12 of tablet analysis. Dr. Anderson brought an artifact holding an engraved sphere in some form of magnetic energy field. The text delivered with the sphere suggests that it's a soul stone. Something meant to replicate and store the soul of any higher being. There are accounts of time anomalies and split realities, but they are impossible to read at the time.
Okay, well, we saved, or no, we didn't save. We found another collectible. That is one of those. Ugh. I was on one of those slabs with something like that above me, so... Great reminder of that. Okay, it looks like we need to be here.
Oh yeah, Lawlesskin. Do you have it? Oh, magnificent! Praised be Odin and all of his sons. Oh, you've done well.
I almost died, and
But you didn't. And now you've taken the first step in my plan to save this world of ours. Oh, jag har fortfarande en chans.
Yes, but...
Now, there's much I have to show you. And time is of the essence. At the end of the hallway is a room. The key code is 3425. I'll direct you once you've entered the room. Please, leave questions for afterwards. Now go.
Questions? Where do I even begin?
Right. 3425. Saving again because, well, safety. Okay.
This clears a lot of things up for us. Thank you for bringing the key back.
You're welcome. And thank you for fixing my arm.
Yeah. I assume you have no memories of your past, and I bet you're wondering who you are. Well, so am I. But I'm locked out of the facility's main database at the moment. So if we make a quick detour, then...
Henrik! Thousands are dying every minute, and you're talking about detours?
We need to know, Sarah. I need to know what happened to her.
Don't put the girl through any more than she has to, Henrik. Don't make her do this.
We have to figure this out. The emergency system severed the connection between most of the systems and the base. You need to go to the medical research facility and approve a remote link to grant me access to the information we need. I would do it myself, but I'm not strong enough. I'll show you everything you need to know on the way.
Okay, seems fair-ish to me. Besides, the information is the key to this. I assume. Oh, we can't go this way. Well, I assume it's this way. Eight out of 28.
Most things in the facility are always handled with extreme caution, while some just aren't. We're hundreds of meters below the surface in northern Sweden. If something happens, it could be hours before help arrives. Above that, some of the artifacts clearly emits energy fields that could be a potential long-term health risk. The statue in the center of the facility has hundreds of people walking by it all day. Not to mention the gigantic hammer that was carelessly placed in a room where serious scientists, including myself, are working unprotected right next to it. My PDA tablet was low on battery this morning, but when I got back to my quarters, the battery was almost full. This just can't be right.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, but oh well. Nothing better happen in here. Well, so far so good. This is the only way forward. Okay, so we're at 6 with this next one.
In the floor ahead of you, there's a battery. In case of a facility-wide power failure, they can be charged to power equipment in smaller areas. Ungreper has the ability to remotely charge these batteries with large and small bursts. When you're done with it, you can just take the energy right back, like any power station. This will make the area go dark again. That thing stopping your path is a wraith, a ghost of a Jotun giant. It's time to show you the weapon in Jerngripper. The last level, right before it overloads, is used to destroy evil magic. But be wary, different creatures will react differently to the power, so be careful when using it. Use the large atrium burst to destroy the Jotun wraith that stops your path.
Okay, so we can just do that. Okay, before I go up there, I'm first going to charge. But that looks like it's like an extra thing, due to us needing to go there. That's it? That's the... okay. Let me recharge that. Okay, good.
Don't forget that while you're charging the arm, you can cancel the charge at any time to avoid overloading it.
Fair.
By the gods, I see that ahead of you there's a whole lot of vermin. The myth describes them as trolls. We accidentally brought them back from Midgard on an expedition to retrieve a mythical harp from a magical creature which we destroyed. Back then, they were blind. But when they started spreading here, they evolved. And now, they aren't blind anymore. And they're aggressive and fast. Always be ready with a large pulse of Jerngripper.
So these, I assume, would be the creatures that we've had before. Like the ones that just started attacking me, like, at first. Like you recharge, like you fully recharge, please. Thank you. So creatures run that way. Which seems to be where we need to go. But this is exactly what I mean with like a scenario where I need to use this. Or where I need to use like one of those other items. Oh god, I feel like things are going to happen even if we are in the menu. Okay, now we can recharge here. Beautiful. That's our big friend gone. That doesn't seem to lead anywhere, so we're going here. Knock knock. It's an elevator.
Basement 1, waste disposal.
Great. So I think that's the creature that they talked about. This would have taken us back to the elevator. Yep. Well, this is where we need to go. This is the only one that's open.
Henrik, what am I looking at?
That is the source of the power you are wielding, and the thing powering the whole facility, Mjolnir, the hammer of the gods. You can charge Jerngripper on the energy outlets on the hammer, and don't forget your portable power cells if you end up without power suddenly. After this, we might lose connection since you're going to the upper level, so good luck.
Of course. Now there's somewhere we can go. Looks like it's the only way I can go, so... Okay, that's nothing. What's here? Don't know what's written on the wall there, but doesn't matter. This is the room we saw earlier. Like we were there. Nothing in the lockers. I'm assuming we're now going all the way back via the same route. Oh. Oh wait, you know, because we originally used that door. Oh, pointing up. Whatever this is. This leads back to the central room. Which I want to check both pathways, which I now did. We're going back to probably just war though, because I'm not sure I've seen everything yet here. Okay, I do now. Four, 6, 7, 3 for that door. Most likely. Okay. Gonna be save again, considering we're through this entire bit. Deleted the creature. I want to recharge. Oh, the recharging is down there again. Oh, wait. Never mind. That door is closed. That is closed.
Floor 1, atrium power.
Medical research.
Floor 2, medical research.
Henrik, are you there?
No, no, it's just me. Just another airlock. Well, that's unnecessary. Down to we got this.
Day 30. The subject is growing at an alarming rate and has already doubled in size. It also exhibits minor cognitive abilities, emotions on the level of an older child, and something that seems to be memories. Day 83. The subject is very drawn to the female from the human trials. She is not yet conscious, but the subject is very keen on staying close to her, almost like he's guarding her. Day 95. The creature is growing and is getting harder to contain. The subject went on a rampage when he discovered that the female was moved during the night. After destroying the holding area, he was sedated and moved to a location closer to the female. If growth doesn't cease, termination of the subject might be necessary.
Let's see. Ah. I saw you. The one who saves. Have 30 power cells in your inventory. Achievement unlocked. Although I'd rather be known as the one who checks everything. Oh. I don't know. There's two paths we can go. There's here. And then it's the other way. I don't trust the airlock. It's okay, we can save here. Okay, so the door stays open. So I'm glad I checked that out. Now we can go to the airlock here. There we go. I could erase that creature there. Okay, so you're using one per charge. Rather be safe than sorry. You never know when that one turns around and just decides to attack me. No. Be gone. I need to also be a little bit more careful now because I've been using a lot of the charges. See them waddling. Yeah, there's one. There as well. Keysignature's already scanned. Well, of course. Okay, next up is down here. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're out of that room. When do we finish the chapter?
Henrik?
Yes, I have access to the database. Your creation was a meld of a female subject, Alice,
For
and artifact tissue
what purpose?
by the gods. There was another creature before you,
What?
Artifact tissue from the outskirts of Asgard in combination with human tissue to create an enormous beast. A wolf. The file describes the creature as ever-growing, with minor intelligence, and during your creation, you were guarded by the beast, which seems to be emotionally attached to you for some reason.
How could you possibly not know about this going on?
I'm afraid this occurred after the spirit took control.
What-
It must be behind this.
What are you talking about? What is the spirit? And
I
how?
knew this would only raise more questions. I'm sorry you had to risk your safety for this, my dear. Get back to Henrik as soon as possible so we can locate the next key and end this nightmare.
She's right. Head back down here. I'll answer any questions you got.
Great. Let's do this. Just an elevator.
Floor 2, medical research.
Oh, going back to waste disposal. Nice. That's where the dude was.
Basement 1, waste disposal.
Okay, well, we have to probably go down here. Alright, yeah, no, because that's where we went earlier. We can save here. And then move to the dude. There you are. What?
Perfect. You're here. So far, you've met my...
You said you'd answer my questions.
Fine. Ask away.
I don't know where to start. What is this place?
I built this. Spent years of mortal life toiling away at plans, scraping together resources and favors to turn this into reality. A place to research the things thought to be myth and superstition. A place to research the Apsulov, the last divine artifact left in Midgard. You've already seen it, on your way down.
That statue upstairs?
At first, we used ancient knowledge and combined it with Bohrcorp technology to open rifts between worlds. We made enormous progress, discovered new worlds and unimaginable technologies. But some unwanted things came back with us, entering our world, and now everything is just falling apart. I'm trapped down here, and we have lost control of the entire facility. The only way to stop the world from falling into chaos is to collect 9 keys and insert them into the Apsulov. The artifact acts as the gate, and the keys will keep Midgard from being littered with the roots spreading across the surface. And unless we stop it, our existence and that of all living things will become endless torment.
How do you know where the keys are?
Years of research alone and with my associates, scouring through endless texts of the 9 worlds.
Who is Alice?
Enough questions! You have the key! Order must be restored to the realms of Yggdrasil, and the evils from beyond must be locked out. Insert this key into the Apsulov and remember what I've taught you. Do that and you will succeed. Now get out of here, go!
Yikes. Fucking twat. Okay, I'll very quickly go BRB. And then we'll continue on to at least finish the chapter. Okay. We're finally back. Give me a moment to save what I did before, as I didn't even do that. Yeah, it takes another 1.5 minutes for the audio thing to save, so... Oh, hey, Melvor is doing tie guide ore. Nice. Honestly, after this, I'll do some extra work on something else. But yeah, no, this chapter is everything. I'm not going to be able to do more. I will check how long the other chapters are, though. I see 40 minutes, I see 30 minutes. 30, 25, 20, 30. Whoops. For fuck's sake. Don't be under that. Okay, audio thing is done. Alright, let's keep moving. We have to go this way. We have to place the thing back. Or place the key in that thing that we saw earlier. So I assume that's just backtracking via this thing.
Waste disposal.
And go to the regular research.
Apsulov research.
It's not a safe station here. Don't have the code yet for that. Something is spinning like there's no tomorrow here. Oh, we don't have charge. Right. And that's where we just came out of. Right, here it is.
You'll have to excuse Henrik. Don't abandon us. We have to find all the artifact keys as soon as possible. The next one is in another part of Niflheim. On top of a tower of ice, a beacon of light. From the Apsulov research room, you have to go through the east wing. The code to the gate is 3825. I repeat, 3825. Be careful, my dear.
3825. I didn't get the achievements yet for finishing the chapter, so... we definitely need to get the one still. 3825. Do I really not have it yet? Yeah, I don't. Okay. Okay. This being the second time now that we've been on this thing. It's a little bit slow. I don't know. While I do enjoy this thing, oh, I just got the achievement for chapter 2 completed. Okay, nice. So that is it. There's the save. And then the next chapter will be done shortly. But not shortly as in today. So far so good. That one was very long in comparison to the last one. The last one was like just under an hour. This is like 1 hour and 40 minutes. But so far so good. I'll come back for this tomorrow. And if things are indeed only 40 minutes, or if they're like relatively short, we'll do the chapter 3 and chapter 4 back to back. But it does really depend on the what and how. In any case, for me, that's it. We have at least cleared the chapter. So, yeah, I'd say that is very good. In any case, have a good one. I should be back next time with more. So, yeah, very simply said, good day.